Yeah, come on, Siri. Do I look like Joaquin Phoenix? Do I look like I'm into that? I don't love the phone. The phone loves me. Very one-sided relationship. Let me make sure this link is getting up on the old Facebooks. Good, good. It was the 5th of September, the day I always remember. Yes, I will. Mitchell. Mitchell. Hard pounding. Mitchell. Veins throbbing. Mitchell. I'm so excited for the MST3K stream this Sunday. Welcome all to Hermit Trivia, getting started in just about 10-ish minutes, I'd say. Getting some more peeps in here, more friends, more fun, more awesome sauce. Got some catchy tunes, YouTube, I must say. If you're just arriving right now, come join me and absolutely not copyright protected cartoon dog with a guitar for Hermit Trivia. Starting in just a few minutes. The most amazing Hermit Trivia show you'll ever see. The only Hermit Trivia show you'll ever see. And join us on the chat. Say hello. Make some new friends. Meet some old friends. In this time of quarantine, there is no time like the present. Welcome, one and all. Man, look at this dog jam out. Everyone loves Snoppy. Snoppy is cute. Even if it is his awkward Joe Cool phase. We're going to be starting trivia in just a few minutes. We're rocking and rolling, getting ready for the best Hermit trivia show of all time. Hermit Trivia episode 12 is just about to kick into gear in just a few minutes, so sit tight while we wait for some more awesome players to make this the most fun experience possible. I know most of you guys are just my family at this point. You're like, hi, Barbara. Good to see you. Speaking of family, what up, fam? Hello. I'm going to have everybody start around 9:35 because I think my players are used to at this point. They're used to me starting a little later because I would open up the stream a little later. So I want to make sure players from abroad have time to join the shenanigans. Welcome. Hello, Barbara. Always great to see you as usual. What are we all drinking tonight? What's our tipple of the Thursday? Mine, your lovely red wine spritzer. Pause, that refreshes. Pinot Grigio. An egregious Pinot. Sir, this Pinot is egregious, is far beyond the limits of good taste. You take this wine out before you cause pregnant women and elderly to have a stroke. Ooh, peppermint mocha coffee and M&Ms. Ooh, that sounds delightful. Man, peppermint mocha. That's the first thing I am going to drink when Starbucks reopens. All right, checking up on the Facebook medias. Cool. Red wine. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm doing a red wine spritzer. Great minds think alike. No promises on the easy questions. I gotta keep you on your toes. I gotta keep your brains active during this time. Don't you get all soft and mushy. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Coffee and M&M. I'm loving all the autocorrect errors. Clap. Getting Hermit trivia started in just a bit. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's sanitizer. You're not drinking sanitizer, are you? No, we all want to stay germ-free, but that's a bit extreme. Welcome all newcomers and oldcomers alike. We are getting Hermit Trivia started in just a couple of minutes. Getting this party started, getting it rocking and rolling, or hipping and hopping, or dabbing and whipping. I don't know. What do the kids say these days? How do you do, fellow kids? Hello, Charles. Hi, Clyde. Oh, we really got a party going now. Insanity. Dun, 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 dun. If you're joining us on the trivia stream now, welcome to Hermit Trivia, the greatest trivia show on the internet or anywhere else in the universe. We are just waiting for some more people to arrive, so all of our fashionable latecomers to make this the perfect trivia show, as it were, because two's company, three's a crowd, but 10's a party. So let's get ready, get yourself geared for some amazing trivia goodness. Yep. Yes. State of Confusion is very popular now. We're going to get to the end of this song, and then we're going to start. Okay, I'll turn it up. Raised it. Better. Oh, that's not piece of value. I just got to play notes. Okay, so I'm going to play another song just to test this out. Okay. Okay, so I have volume at almost max. Is that better? Okay, volume almost max. I am the IT department. I'm your one-man computer janitor. Sorry. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. Sorry. I was trying to use the YouTube audio library. I might have to go back to my music on my phone for now, just to. Couldn't figure out how to access. Let me figure out. Maybe I can access the audio library on my phone. I can try it. I really don't think it's a good idea for me to try to reboot at this point. Okay, experiencing technical difficulties. Let's see if we can straighten this out. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I have to get an app. I've got to get a different app just to use. Okay, thanks, Ed. Let's see if this works. My 80s beatbox. I'm coming to the 80s beatbox. The thing is, I'm trying to do on the YouTube audio library so that I don't get into any copyright issues because I have been dinged for that in a little bit. You know, eventually do want to like monetize this. So I've got to please the algorithm gods. Okay, I get it. Add copy. Sign in. Hermit trivia. Dashboard. Playlists. Cancel. Okay, welcome all. Just fixing some technical difficulties right now. Source overview. Okay, so why can I access the audio library on YouTube Studio on my laptop, but I can't access it on the app? Huh? How come B? What's the deal, YouTube, huh? I will like Dad's comment. Okay, well, you know, for tonight, I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. That seemed to work okay for now. Maybe I can figure out the different system later. Hold on a sec. Okay, sorry about that, folks. We're back. A Dinosaur's Tale. All right, fix the music issue. Let's get this show started. All right. It does sound nice. It probably won't be friendly to the algorithm, but it'll do the job for now. Okay, welcome to Hermit Trivia, episode 12. It's the trivia for smart people who stay inside. The only trivia where you can have the bar trivia experience at your table or in your bed. I am Mark Walsh, your Hermit host. Thank you for joining me in this experiment tonight. Tonight's trivia is 6 rounds with 3 questions each. I will read the questions twice and as clearly as possible. You will then have 1 minute to listen to a lovely public domain song and write or think out your answer. Each question will be worth 1 point. There will be a halftime question worth multiple points, as well as a 5-minute break between rounds 3 and 4. There will also be a final question after round 6, which will be worth 10 points, and you will have 3 minutes to consider that final question. That being said, this trivia game can be played at home on your own terms. You can change the point values, choose not to use points, break your party into different teams, put everyone into one big team, call in other players to be opposing teams or teammates on separate devices, play solo, or just watch me or listen to me be the fascinating trivia host that I am. Yeah, no, don't worry. I wouldn't let it go on my head. Okay, please feel free to share in the chat your chosen food and drink. You can also share your point totals, how many teams you formed, description of your favorite hats. I know mine's the cat hat, and more. To increase interactivity and fun, we are giving a 10-second window for people to guess answers to a question before a final review. I will show the go prompt for 10 seconds, 5, 10. During that time, players have a chance to type a guess on the chat window. During the 10-second window where you see this, you can type your own guess on the chat window. Otherwise, do not type out answers on the chat stream. In case somebody is competing with someone, you don't want to give away the answer. That's a big no-no. So unless you see this, do not type answers on the chat stream. No, absolutely not. Don't even think about it. Yeah, just messing with you. We're also trying something new, something we've done this week, a theme round. There's a theme round floating in amongst the rounds tonight. One of the rounds tonight has all 3 of its questions unified by a single theme that will be announced after all the questions of that round are read. If you guess the theme before reading, you can give yourself 3 bonus points. 3 bonus points if you guess the round. If you have correctly guessed the round after I have announced it, throw 3 points right on that. So just keep your earballs peeled. All right. A big reminder, please refrain from discriminatory talk, political comments, donkey talk, or rudeness. And let's keep this fun and fast and friendly, folks. We're all here to have a good time, and we all want to keep it civil and sophisticated. Well, maybe not sophisticated, but we want to keep it fun and welcoming. So be respectful. Okay, scores can be kept on the provided printout sheet, which has been shared on Facebook. They can also be kept on scratch paper, or if the score is very low, on your fingers and toes. Let's get ready, shall we? Round 1, the category is pro wrestling. Pro wrestling. It's a fun one. All right. Question 1. Similar to the stage expectation not to break character while performing, what is the pro wrestling term for the staged events and storyline that wrestlers are expected to maintain as reality before an audience? Similar to a stage expectation not to break character while performing, what is the pro wrestling term for the staged events and storyline that wrestlers are expected to maintain as reality before an audience? All right, here is your first song of the night. You have 1 minute to guess it. Set that talk. Okay, here it goes. 10 seconds. Okay, and that is time. The time for question 1. Similar to a stage expectation not to break character while performing, what is the pro wrestling term for the staged events and storyline that wrestlers are expected to maintain as reality before an audience? Seven, 6, 5. And as answered, yes, Mike has already come in with the correct answer. Big shout out to Mike. The answer is kayfabe. Kayfabe, yes. And Carol has also got kayfabe. The stream, you never know. Kayfabe is that imagined realm of alternate reality that we see in the in the wrestling ring. So that means wrestlers they got to keep up that front. You know, they can't if you know. If Jake the Snake Roberts throws the Ultimate Warrior into a snake pit and his mysterious fate and parts unknown is left a mystery, that means they can't be seen hanging out in Spago together sharing cocktails. They gotta keep the illusion. It's all about the stage. Yes, kayfabe is that term for the imagined reality of pro wrestling. That's what makes it so much fun. So I love it. Okay, question number 2. What famous heel and rival of Hulk Hogan in the 80s also starred in the John Carpenter Alien Invasion classic, They Live? What famous heel and rival of Hulk Hogan in the 80s also starred in John Carpenter's Alien Invasion classic, They Live? Here's your minute. Ten seconds. All right, and that is time. It's crime time for question number 2. What famous heel and rival of Hulk Hogan in the 80s also starred in the John Carpenter Alien Invasion classic, They Live? All right, we already have guesses coming in from Aunt Carol and Charles and I'll count it, and Clyde. Yes, you all got it. Yes, that great heel of the 80s, that Scotsman of the WWF. That was Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper, yes. Epic performer. Also started. I also enjoyed his role as the Maniac in the 2 episodes of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. he was on. That was a lot of fun. Sadly, he's not with us anymore. He passed away. But I can say, though, I gotta say, They Live is also an amazing movie. Yeah, he lived in Portland for a long time. I think he was from the Pacific Northwest, if not Oregon. I mean, and all his epic wrestling battles, I don't think any of them matched the truly epic 5-minute alleyway fist fight with him and Keith David in the movie They Live over a pair of sunglasses. Hello, Jen. Good to see you. Yes, the maniac. I got demons. Yes, truly. One of the great talents of wrestling. Okay, question number 3. Question 3. Speaking of John Carpenter, WWE legend The Undertaker based his ring persona on the stiff, robotic movements of what slasher from Halloween? Speaking of John Carpenter, WWE legend The Undertaker based his ring persona on the stiff, robotic movements of what slasher from Halloween? Here's your Win It to Minute. Okay, that's a minute. Welcome. We got that's our full minute. Let's discover the answer together. Question 3, pro wrestling. Speaking of John Carpenter, WWE legend The Undertaker based his ring persona on the stiff, robotic movements of what slasher from Halloween? Yes, I get answers from Mary and Jen and Charles and Mike and Clyde. We got a big sweep here. Yes, the answer is Michael Myers, the terrifying antagonist of that John Carpenter classic Halloween. Yes, The Undertaker based his terrifying, stiff, unstoppable persona specifically on the movements used by Michael Myers in the movie. It's just create this implacable force. You know, the image of the dead man, just unbelievably terrifying. He was brilliant. And of course, outside of wrestling, his actual persona, what's his name? Mark Calloway, was apparently he's one of those dudes that he's a dude who's worked a long time in the business, and none of the other wrestlers have a bad thing to say about him. He's apparently just all heart. He's just a super nice guy, especially people who just got into the business and he was he mentored a lot of the newer people. He was very just a very warm dude. So that was actually kind of cool to find out. I watched this YouTube documentary about The Undertaker. It was really cool. All right, yes, Michael Myers is the answer. Okay, round 2. The category is poetry. Poetry. We're going lowbrow to highbrow, pro wrestling to poetry. See? Flipping around. Okay. Poetry. Question 1. What poet and activist, along with Jack Kerouac and William Burroughs, made up the third of the Holy Trinity of the Beat generation? What poet and activist, along with Jack Kerouac and William Burroughs, made up the third of the Holy Trinity of the Beat generation? Here's the song. Ten seconds. And that is time. Let's discover it together. Poetry, question 1. What poet and activist, along with Jack Kerouac and William Burroughs, made up the third of the Holy Trinity of the Beat generation? I think we got another sweep here. I think almost everyone got it. We got Dad, we got Aunt Carol, we got Jen, we got Mike, we got Mom, and we got Charles. Yes, you're right. The is Allen Ginsberg. Allen Ginsberg was the third part of that Beat generation's Holy Trinity, who saw the best minds of his generation starved. Something I can't remember much more than that, but yes, it was Allen Ginsberg. Very interesting guy. Very interesting era. Kind of make every time I read about the Beat era was a big influence on my personal politics and my personal worldview. I think, for better or worse. So I really like the stuff that came out of it. Okay, question number 2. Question 2. A chatushka, a humorous rhyme in 4 lines, is said to be the Russian relative of what kind of English poem? A chatushka, a humorous rhyme in 4 lines, is said to be the Russian relative of what kind of English poem? Here's your minute. Just like a teacher, I'm only now correcting typos in my quiz copy. Don't tell. Okay, and that is time. Time for question number 2. A chatushka, a humorous rhyme in 4 lines, is said to be the Russian relative of what kind of English poem? Yes. And we pretty much almost have another sweep. Almost everybody got this. Well done. Yes, the answer is a limerick. A chatushka is the Russian version of a limerick. Excellent answer. Yes. Whereas the limerick is 5 lines, the chatushka is 4 lines. And it's a very dark sense of humor, most chatushkas. I mean, that's like, the classic limerick, there once was a man from Jersey who thought trolley cars were much too noisy. He sat on the track to hold the cars back. Funeral services would be held next Thursday. I love that one. That's like standard for a chatushka. Chatushka is like, there once was a man from Minsk who bought his wife expensive minks. He'd find fancy potato and then die an unmarked grave. Those chatushkas, man, they're very dark, but kind of funny, actually. Yes, very good. Limerick. Limerick was the answer. Okay. Question number 3. Question 3. What poet and engraver of the Romantic period created a whole mythological universe around his work, populated by gods with names like Horizon, Albion, and Orc? What poet and engraver of the Romantic period created a whole mythological universe around his work, populated by gods with names like Horizon, Albion, and Orc? Here's your minute. I feel you, Charles. I gotta freshen my drink soon. Charles made scotch cut. Tip one. Weiss. Up, Barbara, you got it. Just chilling. 10 seconds. And that is time. All right, good times, good times. Question number 3 for poetry. What poet and engraver of the Romantic period created a whole mythological universe around his work, populated by gods with names like Horizon, Albion, and Orc? Let me look at my answers here. We got a correct answer from Mike. We got one from Jen. We got one from Charles. We got one from Carol. Yes, the correct answer is William Blake. William Blake, the writer of Tiger, Tiger, Burning Bright, and also really brilliant visual artist as well. One of my favorites. Yes, he had created way before Tolkien, way before Jack Kirby. He created a realm of the new gods with his own poems of all these amazing artists. Yes, I agree. His engravings are some of my favorite artwork. But he created this amazing mythological universe of cosmological concepts at war with each other. Like really incredible creative talent. Yes, William Blake. William Blake was the answer to that. Well done. Good. I'm glad to see you guys are as much fans too. Awesome. All right, that concludes the poetry category, and we're on round 3, the last round before the halftime. This is a fun one. The round 3, the category is America. America. Yes, America is the category. Let's start. Question 1, America. To raise money for the Statue of Liberty's construction, Emma Lazarus donated a sonnet that would eventually be immortalized on the statue's pedestal, remembered for its famous line, "Give me your tired, your poor." What was the sonnet's title? To raise money for the Statue of Liberty's construction, Emma Lazarus donated a sonnet that would eventually be immortalized on the statue's pedestal, remembered for its famous line, "Give me your tired, your poor." What was the sonnet's title? Get your music. Here's your minute. Ten seconds. Okay, that is time. It's time for question number 1. To raise money for the Statue of Liberty's construction, Emma Lazarus donated a sonnet that would eventually be immortalized on the statue's pedestal, remembered for its famous line, "Give me your tired, your poor." What was the sonnet's title? All right, already got some answers coming in. We got the correct answer from Carol and from Mary and from Clyde. Good memory. Yes, the answer. The title of the Emma Lazarus poem is "The New Colossus." The New Colossus, written because she wanted to make a comparison to the statue to the old Colossus of Rhodes, that old Seven Wonder. Yes, the New Colossus is the name of that poem. Also, the name of the one of the newer Wolfenstein games. Sounds pretty cool. But yes, the New Colossus is the correct answer. If you got that, give yourself that point. You've earned it. Well done. Okay, I guess we're still in a little poetry there, but All right. No, this is poetry. We're getting to America. Question number 2. In the Reagan era agitprop action movie Red Dawn, what's the name of the resistance force of plucky teens who defend America from communist invasion? In the Reagan era agitprop action movie Red Dawn, what's the name of the resistance force of plucky teens who defend America from communist invasion? Go, go, go. All right, that is your minute. There you go. Question number 2. In the Reagan era agitprop action movie Red Dawn, what's the name of the resistance force of plucky teens who defend America from communist invasion? All right, got some answers coming in. We got the correct answer from Clyde. We got the one from Charles. We got one from Carol. And and yes, you are correct. The answer is Wolverines. That is correct. Yes, Wolverines are the is the name of the group led by a anti-communist strike force led by Patrick Swayze and Charlie Sheen. You can't make this up, folks. Yes. All right. Yes, the Wolverines are correct. Okay. So now down to question 3. Question 3 for America. The Downeaster Alexa, a protest song by Billy Joel about the plight of struggling fishermen on the shores of Long Island, appears in what 1990 album? The Downeaster Alexa, a protest song by Billy Joel about the plight of struggling fishermen on the shores of Long Island, appears in what 1990 album? Here's your minute. Excellent song. I love that song. Great album, too. One of Joel's best. All right, that is time. Question 3 for America. The Downeaster Alexa, a protest song by Billy Joel about the plight of struggling fishermen on the shores of Long Island, appears in what 1990 album? Yes, we got already a couple answers in. We got Mike with the correct answer. We got Carol, and we got Charles. That is the great 19. It is the great 1990 Billy Joel album Stormfront. Stormfront. Yes, I remember that. I remember the. It's got Downeaster Alexa. It's got Matter of Touch. It's got We Didn't Start the Fire. Yeah, We Didn't Start the Fire. That's a classic. But yeah, classic album Stormfront answer. Be sure always you have the space between storm and front because you want to make Stormfront, the awesome 1990s Billy Joel album, and not Stormfront, the white supremacist website. Deplatform Nazis, folks. Okay. Yes, Stormfront with the space in between. That is the correct answer. And yes, a bunch of people. Charles was the first to guess. I will have to ask next time when you if you come up with the answer, please don't put it on the chat thread until after the reveal whether you got it when it's but the theme round you have the correct answer. It is X-Men characters. X-Men characters was the theme round. This round 3 was the theme round, and so in question 1 we talked about the new Colossus. In question 2 we talked about Wolverine. And in question 3, we have the Storm in Stormfront. So we have Colossus, Wolverine, and Storm. Those 3 mighty mutants make up characters in the X-Men franchise. But yeah, good on you, Charles, for being the first to guess that. Well done. And if you did guess that, if you figured it out at some point, feel free to add 3 extra points to your score. You've earned it. Yes, it is X-Men. Okay, with the good news, that brings us to our halftime round. We have hit the halftime. You have 5 minutes to answer this this question and 5 guesses to make. You can only make 5 guesses. Any more than that will be discounted. Each guess is worth 1 point. If you get all 5 guesses correct, you can add 5 extra points to your score for a total of 10. And this is also a 5-minute break, which means it's a nice chunk of time for you to take a break. So if you want to like freshen your drink, if you want to hit the bathroom, if you want to use a smoke break, if you just want to take a break from looking at my ugly mug, well, be my guest anyway. or if you think my handsome face is so stunning and attractive that you just want to stare at it in narcissistic ecstasy, you do you. I'm all for it. Okay. Anyway, enough of my yakking. Let's get to it. Halftime. The category is science fiction. Science fiction. Name 5 of the 6 Star Trek movies released in theaters that starred all members of the original series cast. Name 5 of the 6 Star Trek movies released in theaters that starred all members of the original series cast. Here's your 5. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, and that is time. Hope we all enjoyed your 5 minutes. Hope you enjoyed your break as much as I did. I know I certainly did. I had some fantastic cheese. A nice extra sharp cheddar. So good. Like the kind of cheese you eat it and you're like, this is such good cheese. And you actually get mad at people for not telling you cheese is so good. Like, why didn't you tell me this cheese was so good? Bam. No. But it was all good thing. I hope you all enjoyed your break. Hope you all enjoyed the question. Hope you enjoyed it. Before I read the answers, just a couple reminders. I want to give a big shout out to my lovely sister-in-law Lisa's Twitch.tv channel, The Glam Gamer at Twitch.tv. She hosts Jackbox games on Sundays in the afternoon, and I'm sure she's got a lot of other great content too. It's a great thing to follow. If you have a Twitch account, if you'd like to think of starting one, she's a great person to follow, great person to stay updated on things. I know I do. But yes, check out The Glam Gamer at twitchtv.com. That's our shout out of the week. And also, if you're enjoying this channel, if you're having a lot of fun and you've not liked it, yes, feel free to like it. If you've not subscribed yet, if you have a YouTube account and you want to subscribe, please subscribe, like and subscribe. Most of you are family, so now I can officially say smash that like button, fam. All right, and most importantly, please share the channel with your friends and family. If you know anyone out there who would like some more online-based entertainment, let them know I'm here. I would love to provide that service. So the more the merrier. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe and share and all that. Okay, cool. Moving on. The halftime category is science fiction. Science fiction. And the question was, name 5 of the 6 Star Trek movies released in theaters that starred all members of the original series cast. And the answers were Star Trek, the motion picture, The Wrath of Khan, The Search for Spock, The Voyage Home, The Final Frontier, and The Undiscovered Country. That's Star Trek, the motion picture, The Wrath of Khan, The Search for Spock, The Voyage Home, The Final Frontier, and The Undiscovered Country. I'm sure most of you got that. I know I have quite a few Trekkies among my friends and family, and I'm sure you cinched that. So if you did, awesome. I hope you got let people know what your scores are. If you got the full score, if you aced this journey of boldly going where no man has gone before, show your Trekkie cred. Go for it and tell people your scores. You want some bragging rights? That's it. There we go. That's our category, our halftime. Well, so moving on to the second half of our game. It's round 4. Round 4. The category is perfume. Perfume. Question 1. In the science of making perfume, there are 3 fragrance notes for each perfume based on the order in which they are detected by scent. The top notes and middle notes are the first fragrances to be detected. What are the last fragrance notes called? In the science of making perfume, there are 3 fragrance notes for each perfume based on the order in which they are detected by scent. The top notes and middle notes are the first fragrances to be detected. What are the last fragrance notes called? So we have the top notes and the middle notes. What are the final? What is the name of the last fragrance notes to be detected? Here's your minute.
You're free. Don't stop. You're free. Don't stop. You're free.
10 seconds. Okay, that is time for question 1 of round 4, perfumes. In the science of making perfume, there are 3 fragrance notes for each perfume based on the order in which they are detected by scent. The top notes and middle notes are the first fragrances to be detected. What are the last fragrance notes called? All right, looking at the answer, I see one answer, correct answer from Mike and from Carol. Yes, 2 people got it right. It is the base notes, the final, the last fragrance notes of a perfume, the last to be detected in the scent, are the base notes as it evaporates. Very good. Excellent job, Mike and Carol, because this is actually something I just discovered myself for the first time. That is awesome. It's yes. And the base notes are what tend to be, you know, the earthy scent, the like, you know, your earthy scents, your musk, your tobacco, your you want your, you know, your peat, your loam, those, you know, the scents that, you know, smell by themselves, you'd be like, but you know, put them together with some peppier scents like mint and lavender and such, and they add a nice, they had that grounding, you know, they are the foundation of every good perfume. Yes, the base notes. Well done. Speaking of base notes, boom, 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 boom. Sorry. All right, question number 2. Question 2. Still a popular base note to this day, what fatty waste product excreted by sperm whales is used for perfumes today and was even a food additive in the past? Still a popular base note to this day, what fatty waste product excreted by sperm whales is used for perfumes today and was even a food additive in the past? There you go.
Don't stop. You're free. Don't stop. You're free. Don't stop. You're free. Don't stop. You're free. Don't stop.
All right, 5 seconds. Okay, discover that together. Question 2 for perfume. Still a popular base note to this day, what fatty waste product excreted by sperm whales is used for perfumes today and was even a food additive in the past? And stop. Okay. Oh, I got some family awards here. I got Dad and Mom and Mike all got the correct answer. The answer is yes. It is ambergris, 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 the weird waste substance is excreted by sperm whales that lies somewhere in that horrible no man's land between vomit and poop, and smells exactly how you'd think something like that would smell, is the foundation of many perfumes. Is extremely valuable. It's also known, it's like one of the few like animal products and cosmetics that can still be like taken without actually hurting the animal, because it just sort of like washes up on beaches. Sperm whales just cough it up all the time, but it's like it's a big stinky ball of nasty stuff that you can still what can get you a pretty penny if you sell it to the right person. Yes, ambergris. Ambergris was the answer. All right. Well done. Thanks, AC. Herman Melville. I was going to say thanks, Herman Melville, but all right. Question number 3. Question 3. What British writer sells his own perfume called Lemon Scented Sticky Bat and donates all proceeds from its sale to the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund? What British writer sells his own perfume called Lemon Scented Sticky Bat and donates all proceeds from its sale to the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund? Here's your minute. All right, and that is time. That's time for question number 3 for perfume. What British writer sells his own perfume called Lemon Scented Sticky Bat and donates all proceeds from its sale to the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund? Okay, I see the awesome. Yeah, we already got 2 correct guesses coming in. We got one from Mike and one from Carol. That is correct. It is that great British writer known for the Sandman series and Coraline and Stardust and innumerable other and Good Omens. Lots of terrific work. It is Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman, yes, he actually has his own brand of perfume. So if you've ever wanted to smell like a quirky British writer, well, he's the guy to go to. And plus, your money goes to a very good cause. Yes, Lemon Scented Sticky Back by Neil Gaiman. Lemon Scented Sticky Back. A scent. Sticky Bat. A scent by Neil Gaiman. Moisture is the essence of wetness. Good job. Good job. Well done, Mike. All right, that corner's perfume. I think we all learned a little something today. Perfume. Okay, round 5 category is dancing. All right, dancing. Question number 1. The only category about Ted Danson. No, not that. It's about dancing. Dancing. Sorry, I'll say something. It is about dancing. Movie body. Okay. Question 1. What dance craze of the 1960s was so popular that the Adam West Batman TV show even created its own variation? What dance craze of the 1960s was so popular that the Adam West Batman TV show even created its own variation? Here's your minute. Okay. 10 seconds. All right, that is your time. It's time for question number 1 for dancing. What dance craze of the 1960s was so popular that the Adam West Batman TV show even created its own variation? Okay, good answers. See the answers coming in. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got yes. We get with right answer with credits for extra credits for spelling. I'm gonna give it to Carol and Mike, and that is correct. It is the Watusi. The Watusi. I'll give it to Clyde too. Yeah, Clyde. I see it. Clyde. I see it is the Watusi, that popular 60s dance grade, which created on the Batman show. They had a dance called the Batusi. Like, yes, boy, wonder I've been hypnotized into doing the Batusi. I must dance, even though each atom in my body cries out to Gotham City in the call of justice. Adam West, still my favorite Batman, always. I love that dude. Speaking of which, if you've not seen the 1960s Adam West, the movie, yes, he was a great mayor too. Adam West Batman movie, that's definitely something you need to scratch off your bucket list before you die. It's brilliant. I watch that over any Chris Nolan movie. I don't care. Okay. Question 2. Let's say 3 words. Bat shark repellent. It is a thing. Bat shark repellent. Okay. Question number 2. Dancing. What American pioneer of dance's alleged last words were, "Farewell, my friends, I'm off to glory," before her silk scarf got caught in the rear axle of her moving car, snapping her neck? What American pioneer of dance's alleged last words were, "Farewell, my friends, I'm off to glory," before her silk scarf got caught in the rear axle of her moving car, snapping her neck? Here's your minute. Coming from you, Charles, is saying a lot. Yeah, yeah, I guess they did. Yeah, I just total whiplash. Left too soon. Too soon, Mark. All right, that is time. Let's find out. Question number 2. What American pioneer of dance's alleged last words were, "Farewell, my friends, I am off to glory," before her silk scarf got caught in the rear axle of her moving car, snapping her neck? Whoa, I think we swept this category. Okay, almost. We got Dad, Mom, Mike, Clyde, Carol, and Charles. They all got the card. They are correct. It was the late great Isidore Duncan. Isidore Duncan, that great and wonderful dancer who met a tragic end. Scarf and whiplash. Yes. As soon as I said total whiplash, like, oh, geez, Mark, what are you doing? Stop! You're just making it worse. Over a century, still too soon. Oh, okay. Question number 3. Let's lighten this up. Let's let's bring some mirth. Okay. Question 3. No, it's not a medical condition. What hit 2015 single by Georgia rapper Silento encouraged fans to do the stanky leg? No, it's not a medical condition. What hit 2015 single by Georgia rapper Silento encouraged fans to do the stanky leg? Here's your minute. Okay, that is time. That is time. Let's find out the answer together. Question 3. No, it's not a medical condition. What hit 2015 single by Georgia rapper Silento encouraged fans to do the stanky leg? And stop. All right, we got one guess here from Mike. I think Mike's pretty much almost swept at this point. But Mike, yes, you are correct. It is Watch Me, that classic Watch Me where he says, now watch me web, now watch me nay nay, now watch me web, watch me nay nay, now watch me web. And of course, do the stanky leg, do the stanky leg. You can't see me from below the waist, so you can't see the stanky leg. Now break your legs, break them. Break your legs, break them. Break your legs, break them. Oh. Advisory disclaimer, please do not break your legs. Very bad to go to the hospital right now. But yes, it is Watch Me. Watch Me is the single by Georgia rapper Silento. Well done, Mike. Good job. One of my favorites. Do a stanky leg. Clearly, you've not been out in any dance clubs from 2015 to 2017. Oh, love that song. Okay. Round 6, the final round, the last round before the final question. The last round. The category is anatomy. Anatomy. Good job, Lisa. Question 1, anatomy. Vibrissae is a Latin term plucked from medical journals that refers to what unsightly body parts? Vibrissae, that's Vibrisssa. Vibrissae is a Latin term plucked from medical journals that refers to what unsightly body parts? Here's your minute. Ten seconds. All right, that is time. There's your minute to win it. Let's see if you won it. All right, question 1 for anatomy. Vibrissae is a Latin term plucked from medical journals that refers to what unsightly body parts? And I see some answers coming in, and yes, Charles is correct. He's got the right answer. The vibrissae are the nose hairs. Ugh, you want to pluck those like they pluck them from a medical journal. Yes, those. It's about 90% the main reason why I always keep my screen a good 3 to 4 feet away from my face. Yes, it's specifically nose hairs. Those are vibrissae, nose hairs. Vibrissae sounds much more elegant. Sounds almost sounds like a fancy name you give a girl. Hello, this is my daughter's vibrissae, nocturia, and chlamydia. It's yes, they'll all have pumpkin spice lattes. Thank you very much. Okay, question number 2. Question number 2. In 19th century England and America, illegal body snatching to provide cadavers for medical dissection became a lucrative crime for many. What biblical sounding name was given to these corpse stealers? In 19th century England and America, illegal body snatching to provide cadavers for medical dissection became a lucrative crime for many. What biblical sounding name was given to these corpse stealers? Here's your minute. Ten seconds. And that is time. All right. Question number 2. In 19th century England and America, illegal body snatching to provide cadavers for medical dissection became a lucrative crime for many. What biblical sounding name was given to these corpse stealers? All right. I see one right answer, a bunch of answers. One of them is right. And the right answer, the big reward, big shout out goes to my Aunt Carol. You nailed it. That was awesome. Yes, you're correct. The answer is resurrectionists. Body thieves in the day were known as resurrectionists. I would have also accepted resurrection men for their ability to steal fresh corpses and provide them to medical schools. Yes, hats off to you, Carol. You did that very well. And actually, I got to probably some of these guys are really clever. You read accounts of them, and not only were they clever, they're clever about stealing bodies to sell to medical schools. They are also very clever about going back into those schools, stealing those bodies back from the morgue, and then selling them again for twice the price. That's how you maximize your profit margin. Well, I do like Lazarus Lifters sounds like a brand of insole. Jump your way to heaven with Lazarus Lifters. Lazarus lifts. I like it. Okay, great job. Question number 3. Question 3. Italian scientist Luigi Galvini was the first to discover the relationship between electricity and the nervous system when he was able to use electrodes to animate legs taken from what creature? Italian scientist Luigi Galvini was the first to discover the relationship between electricity and the nervous system when he was able to use electrodes to animate legs taken from what creature? Here's your minute. 10 seconds. And that is time. Okay, question number 3. The last question before the final for anatomy. Italian scientist Luigi Galvini was the first to discover the relationship between electricity and the nervous system when he was able to use electrodes to animate legs taken from what creature? Oh, yeah, I got a whole bunch of correct answers coming. Awesome. Dad got it right. Dad for frogs. Mike for frogs. Charles Barra for frogs. And Carol for frogs. Yes, it is correct. He used electrical impulses to animate frogs' legs. He discovered discovered that the same electricity is based on the same impulses that make legs move around. I have had frogs' legs. Frogs' legs are. I recommend them deep fried. They're basically like it's like eating a chicken wing. Almost like a deep fried frog's leg is like eating something between a chicken wing and a piece of fried cod, like fried fish. Like it's sort of that healthy medium. Really tasty. Highly recommend that. It's maybe not shocking to animate them, but it's like I think you take your frog's leg, and you go. Do the stanky legs, do the stanky legs, do the stanky legs. Now break your legs, break them. Break your legs, break them. Break your legs. Also, a fun fact, Galvini's experiments with frogs' legs were also the inspiration, a big part of the inspiration for Mary Shelley. When she made Frankenstein, she was actually reading up on his medical journal, on his medical studies. She's a fascinating subject, and he was like, reanimation of corpses. I can make a story out of that. I like that. Yes, the answer is frogs. Okay, so I've got some sad news, everybody. This has been such a fun show, but we are just coming out at the end. We are approaching the final question, and I just want to say. Thank you all to all of you who came to watch my show, whether you're here in the chat or whether you're just watching and enjoying it or playing it. Much love. Thank you for all your support. If you enjoy this show as much as I do, as much as I enjoy hosting it, please like this video if you have not already. If you've not subscribed yet, please subscribe so you can continue to get further updates on Hermit Trivia and some future fun. And most importantly, if you enjoy this, please share this link with your friends. Share this channel. Get it out to many people else, because we would love to have the more the merrier to keep Hermit Trivia alive and going and energized and fun. It's been a fantastic ride, and I want to keep it going. So thank you all for coming to the show, and like and subscribe. With that being said, let's end this trivia night with a bang with the final question. All right, this is going to be a fun one. Let me describe the rules for this question. You may wager anywhere from 0 up to 10 points. And the trick is you must guess all answers correct to win the wagered points. Every part of the question must be correct. Otherwise, you must subtract the amount of wagered points from your score. That's right. If you get any part of this question wrong, you lose the points that you wagered. So be wise in your wagers. Think about what you'd like to bet. Okay. So the final question is, the category is band names. Band names. And here's your test. So on the left, we have the names of 5 band leaders. And on the right, we have the bands they lead. We want you to match the band leader on the left to the band on the right. So let's take a look together. So that way there's no confusion with my my horrible handwriting. Okay, so number 1, we have Joan Jett and Joan Jett. Number 1 is Joan Jett. Number 2 is Gladys Knight. Number 3 is Florence. Number 4 is Question Mark. And number 5 is Frank Zappa. And of course, now we have letters corresponding to the bands these leaders all lead. So letter A is the Mothers of Invention. Letter B is the Mysterions. Letter C is the Blackhearts. The Blackhearts. Letter D is the Machine. And letter E is the Pips. The Pips. Okay, so you have 5 band leaders and 5 bands. You have 3 minutes to match them all and make your wager. Let me start the timer. Start the music. And I'll leave this board up for a second just so you guys know what exactly you're answering. And let's get her started. All right, bye, Mike. Have a good night. Bye, Lisa. Bye, Meyer. Bye, Bubba. You sleep well. Thanks for coming out, guys. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, less than a minute. $15 seconds. And that is time. All right. Let's see if we can figure it out together. The final question. The category is band names. We have to match the band leader to their band. All right. So we have number 1, Joan Jett, the great Joan Jett, formerly of the Runaways. When she went solo, she formed a backup band called the Blackhearts. Yes. So number 1 is C. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Number 1 is C. Okay. Number 2, coming up on Gladys Knight, that great R&B soul singer. What was her band? Her backup band is Gladys Knight and the Pips. The Pips is E. Okay, so number 2 is E. making Gladys Knight and the Pips. The Pips. And yes, I'm resisting so hard trying to say Gladys Knight and the Pimps because it's just fun. That's just how it works. Okay, Gladys Knight and the Pips. Okay, number 3, Florence. What does Florence? What is her band she lives? Florence leads letter D, the Machine. 3 is D. We have Florence and the Machine. It's pretty impressive. She was able to get the whole Machine to stay with her. You know, I guess people have been raging against the Machine for most of like the 2000s. So the fact that Florence could finally get the Machine to make his comeback, that was really good of her. Okay, Florence and the Machine. It was pretty standout. Number 3 is D. Okay, number 4. Number 4, Question Mark. Question Mark, the reader of that great 60s rock hit, 96 Tears. Question Mark, his front band was B, the Mysterions. So number 4 is B, Question Mark and the Mysterions. Mysterions. Fun fact, Question Mark is also his legal name. That's pretty cool. Okay, and number 5. Number 5, Frank Zappa, that great iconoclast of 1960s music for such classics as Catholic Girl and Call Any Vegetable. Frank Zappa and A, the Mothers of Invention. Yes, Frank Zappa's band is A. 5 is A, Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. All right, I will type out the full answers on the chat thread here. So we've got number 1 is C, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Number 2 is E, Gladys Knight and the Pips. Number 3 is D, Florence and the Machine. Number 4 is B, Question Mark and the Mysterions. And number 5 is A, Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. Making a great word, Sebda. Sebda, yes. If you have C, E, D, B, A, you swept the category and you get the points that you wagered. I hope you did, because I hope you had much fun answering this question as I did making it. This whole quiz. This is a lot of fun. Good night, Clyde. Thank you. It was a very good show tonight. Thank you for coming out. Thanks, Clyde. Thanks all for coming out. And I apologize. I know this show ran a little later than expected because of some technical difficulties, but we figured them out and we stood by and got it all together. We got a nice big crowd. Thank you all for coming out and making this an amazing trivia show. Oh, Dad swept it, but he got the 0 points he wagered. I'm sorry, Dad. That's trivia. It comes with the territory. But yeah, big fan of Frank Zappa. Oh man, I gotta re-listen to some of his stuff if I get a chance. Oh man, I mean, Joe's Garage. Joe's Garage is one of the great underrated albums of the 80s. Good times. But yes, this was a lot of fun. Thank you all for coming out to Hermit Trivia. Thank you all. Yeah, feel free to brag about your scores on the chat thread and feel free to hang out. I'm probably just going to hang out for a couple more minutes, not too long, but I just want to say thank you all for coming out. Thanks to everybody who watched this stream. And if you're currently watching and if you enjoy this, please like this video if you have not already. Please subscribe to the channel if you have if you would like to get more updates and get the more subscribers the better. And please, most importantly, share with your friends and your family and your coworkers. Please let people know that we're out there. Please let them know that there is an awesome at-home trivia night that people can go to in this quarantine, because we want to just keep people smiling. And the more the merrier. I cannot stress that enough. So thank you all for coming out. That was good times. Any question? If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, feel free to leave them on the chat stream. If you think something was too hard, too easy, or if you think I made a BS call somewhere, please let me know. Or if you just want to say, hey, Mark, I like universes. Can you have more questions about universes? That would be, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I love universes. Thanks, everybody. I'd love to have. Oh man, if we get June to be a part of it, it'd be great. Yeah. June. I talked to Wendy a couple of days. Oh, big reminder. We're also. I've been doing a Zoom chat. We're trying to do regular Zoom chat on Sunday nights. Generally, I'm going to let you have fun. Doing a Zoom chat with friends. Charles and Jen are I know it. They're familiar with that. We have a lot of fun doing it. Just catching up. Planning on this week for a Zoom chat. I'm going to try to add a little something extra to it beyond like conversation is fun and chatting, but maybe I'll find a way to add a game to it, or maybe I'll find a way to fix the karaoke in. So if you would like to be part of the Zoom chat, if just hanging out and talking to people and playing games and maybe doing online karaoke sounds like your jam, feel free to send me an email, or you can just ask me like PM by email if you know me, and I will hook you up. I will give you the connection. But thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming out. I'm glad you all enjoyed this. Also, special thanks to Dad for the cheese and crackers. Very tasty. Cool. I'll stick around for like 2 more minutes, and then I got some classes I got to teach tomorrow, so I can't stay up too late. That's okay, Mom. As long as you had fun, you don't have to brag about points. That's all. That's all that's needed. Okay, now I got Frank Zappa song stuck in my head, and a lot of those songs would not meet YouTube's family-friendly guidelines. So okay, I think I am going to call it. Thank you, everybody. You have a lovely night. Stay safe. Big hugs. Much love to everybody. If you're interested in the Sunday Zoom chat, let me know. If not, I will. Good. I'm glad. Thank you, Carol. Brings a smile on my face too. If not, I will see you Tuesday night. Same stream time, same stream channel. That will be the. We're heading in. It's gonna be May. It'll be yes, Tuesday, May 5th of May. Cinco de Mayo. Yes, I'll see you on Cinco de Mayo. And hope you all have a wonderful night. Love you. Good night.